And I am wanted.
And I am worthy.
And I am called.
And I am purposeful.
And I am accepted.
And I am complete.
And I am chosen.
And I am healed.
My name is Callie, and I am purposeful. Well, if you really know me, and what a lot of my friends will tell me is there are two things about me. I can be a bit of an overachiever, and I am also a planner. And maybe not just your normal regular planner. Like, I'm going to plan things to the T. I'm going to tell you what time we're supposed to arrive somewhere, what time we're supposed to leave from somewhere. I may even schedule like your bathroom breaks, like down to a T. My time is always planned out. When it came to my life, like early in elementary school, I already had things kind of planned out about what I was going to do when I grow up, what I wanted to be, where I was going to live. And I thought that I was going to go to Auburn University, but thank God, roll tide. That plan changed, and I was going to be a psychiatrist. I had planned out that it was going to take me 5 years of residency school. After I finished my 4 years of med school, I knew where I was going to live. I knew, like I said, everything down to a T. Okay, that plan kind of changed a little bit when I got to middle school. Then I joined a debate team and decided that somewhere along the way, I decided I wanted to do broadcast journalism and also minor in criminal justice so that I would be able to do law school and debate for a living if I wanted to. Went through high school, went through college, kept my grades up, didn't have any problem with that, and I was on the right track. Then somewhere about my senior year, I took an internship at a news company, and basically was the worst internship ever. And I decided, well, maybe this isn't really what I want to do with my life. I kind of backtracked, did a media relations internship, and fell in love with advertising and public relations. Well, I graduated and didn't have a job. The first couple of weeks, this was fine because to me, it's like, okay, I don't have a job. I've been working, I've been in school, this is my downtime, I can just rest. So sit at home, apply for jobs here and there, and then, like I said, I was fine. I was having my break that I felt I deserved. A couple of months went by, and I sent out all these job applications, spoken to all these different people, trying to make connections, and there was just nothing coming in. And the longer it went on, the more time that passed, the, worse I felt about everything. I began to feel very sad, frustrated. I was angry, and a lot of times the question of like, why me, why God, why am I not good enough started to come into my head. I felt like I didn't really have a place. And social media, while it is good, social media can also be the devil. I had all these friends and different associates that I may have went to school with or went through college with, and I saw them starting businesses or starting their career, starting their job, and the thoughts would come to mind like, why couldn't that have been an idea that was playing in my head? Why am I not good enough to be in that field? Why did I not think of that? And I just really began to question and worry about my place here on this earth and what I was meant to do. It seemed like everybody around me was just thriving and prospering, and eventually I found a job, but I still felt empty and still felt unfulfilled. Then I think a couple of months later, Tori started Beloved, and I went to her first one that she held in her home. My prayer was always the same whenever I went and met with a prayer leader or anybody. My prayer was always to know my purpose and to know where I fit in on this earth. And slowly but surely, my eyes were kind of open to moments that I guess I saw in hindsight, where if things had gone the way that I wanted it to go in the past, I don't know what would have happened, but the way that it worked out was purposely set up to be in God's order, and that His way was best when I look back on it in hindsight. I have a friend, and our little phrase now is, see, that's why you God, because we never know what we're supposed to do and what we're meant to do, but we always know that His plans are greater than anything that we could have ever imagined and ever thought. And as more and more instances of this came up in my mind, one of the first Bible verses that I ever learned came up in my mind as well. It's Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge Him, and He'll direct your paths. And I just realized that that's what I had to do. I know now, like, it may not be just outlined like, Callie, this is what you're meant to do. This is your purpose. You're supposed to walk this path. But I am confident, and I know that whatever I'm doing, that it is ordained by God. And I may not know now, but eventually I'll be able to look back and say that, you know what, God, your way was best. I know that all along you set up my steps, you've ordered my paths, and even where I am right now, I'm not sure or never know who may need to hear my story, or maybe I'm at this job or at this certain place in my time because there's somebody in there that needs to talk to me. I'm supposed to rub off on somebody some kind of way, but I can be confident and know and trust in that scripture and that verse that what I'm doing is according to His plan and according to His will, and that my life does have purpose.